I would just note one other thing about the situation we're in vis-a-vis these nominees. While I can ask that there be a vote on the floor of the Senate, I certainly can't prevent that vote. So you might ask yourself, why in the world, if these nominations are so important, and by the way, I agree that these are leadership positions. That's in fact why I'm asking for a vote. These are leadership positions of the Department of State in this case, the Department of Defense in other cases. But why in the world haven't we voted? I can't prevent a vote. None of my colleagues can prevent a vote. And the answer is, ask Senator Schumer. My friends control the floor. Senator Schumer is the majority leader of the United States Senate. And what has he had the Senate been doing? Well, not much. Yesterday, last week rather, over a 3-day period, 3 days, how many votes did the United States Senate take? 1. For 2 full days, we are in session. How many votes did the United States Senate take on any subject? 0. If these were such pressing priorities, why isn't the Senate Majority Leader putting them on the floor for a vote? I have no earthly idea, other than apparently he just can't get his act together to do it. Here we are. It's 2:15 in the afternoon on a Thursday. Are we voting? Nope. How many votes have we taken today? 1. Will we be voting tomorrow? I doubt it. Will we be voting next week? Who knows? Apparently, it's not that much of a priority. So Senator Schumer has a lot to answer for in many regards, not least his defense of the indefensible Afghanistan debacle and the loss of life there. But he also should take a look in the mirror, and I humbly suggest that my colleagues across the aisle might want to question him as to why these nominations that they insist are so important aren't being put on the floor to be voted on. I'd be happy to vote on them anytime, but I am not going to consent to waving them through and waiving regular order until there is some accountability for the disaster that this administration has pushed upon this country and upon the people of my state. Now, I have one other, before I object, and I am going to object, Mr. President, but before I do, I want to pick up one piece of bookkeeping issue with my colleague, the senator from Maryland. Let me just say, actually, while I'm on that subject, the senator from Maryland is across the aisle. I want to be clear about this with my colleague, the senator from Maryland, whom I've worked with many times before. I don't doubt for a moment his sincerity or his earnestness on this issue. And I know that he thinks that these nominations are pressing and that they are important, and I agree with him. And I'm sure that he is frustrated by the fact that we disagree on the right way to get accountability in Afghanistan. I acknowledge that. It's an honest disagreement. And so I don't want my remarks in any way to suggest in any fashion that I question the integrity or the uprightness or the sincerity of my colleague from Maryland. And I just wanted to say to him that 2 of the nominations that he read out, I don't have any objection to, Adam Schneidman and Jack Merkel. So if the senator were willing to reoffer those separately, I think you certainly would encounter no objection from me.